Hello and welcome, travellers. This is Andrea Cowdy from Virtualissimo, and in tonight's broadcast I will be talking about another thing that is stopping you from creating content, and that is platform confusion. Now, when you want to create content, and that's probably what all your marketing coaches and business coaches are saying to you, you need to create content, which is all true, because even now, it's the best way to market your business. You go in a Facebook group and ask what platform you should be creating on, or what platform you should be publishing your content on. And then everybody jumps in and they will all tell you what it is that is working for them, what it is that you need to use for your content. And then you just sit there and go, now I'm even more confused than before I asked the question. So you either don't create content at all because it's just all too much, too confusing, too overwhelming, or you go back to the advice that, maybe your son's tech-savvy friend gave you, or your mother's psychic, or, I don't know, your bestie, your best friend. And then you end up going, this isn't really working for me. Or maybe you pick a few things that people have suggested to you, and then you go, this isn't what I thought, this isn't really working for me and my content. And then you're basically back to square one. So I'm here to help you overcome this issue, and maybe the platform confusion will dissipate. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so first of all, you need to pick the group where you ask this advice to make sure that this is a business savvy group if you are wanting to use your content for your business. So people have an understanding of what content marketing is and an understanding of why it would be good for you. When somebody gives you advice, before you take it, just consider one thing. What type of business is the person in? Is it the same type of business that you are in, or a different type of business? Because different platforms will work differently for different businesses, different types of businesses. So just keep that in mind. Just because somebody says, oh, I've been using, so-and-so for 5 years and it did wonders for my reach and for my audience is one thing. But if it's a completely different niche, completely different audience, then chances are it won't work for you. So what are the questions that you do need to ask before you decide on what platform to put your content on? Okay, first of all, ask yourself, what do I want to achieve with this content? The goal, the purpose why you're creating the content and what you want to achieve with it will pretty much determine what the best platform for it is going to be. For example, if you want to publish some educational content, you're not going to put it on Instagram. You want to put it on a platform that will allow you to make the most of your educational content or your course content. And the second thing that you probably should ask yourself is, can I get it for free? Everything has a price nowadays, but there are free options for pretty much every platform on the planet, whether it is a time-limited free option, like you can get it for free for 14 days or 30 days, something like that, or it's an option-limited free platform where you can try the option for an unlimited time but with limited options. Either way, can you get it for free? Before you commit some finances towards a platform, you want to know and make sure whether it works for you or not. Okay, next question. Does it play well with everything else that you already have? There is no use committing to a platform or start using a platform for your content only to find out that it doesn't work with your website or it doesn't work with some other applications that you already use, because then it's just going to create a headache for you. Nowadays, a lot of things, a lot of apps work really well with each other, but my advice would be to check it before you commit to it. Okay, The next thing that you need to consider is, can it grow with you? Because you want to grow your business through your content, you want a platform that will grow with you, whether it has the capacity to grow with you, as in more uploads, maybe more features, more capacity for memberships, or reaching more people, you know, to make sure that it aligns with your plan, and you won't have to look for another platform, you know, halfway through your busy year for your business. And another thing, are you capable of learning it? Now, I'm not talking about, you know, being an absolute YouTube whiz or a WordPress whiz or anything like that, but are you capable of learning at least the basics so you understand how it works, and you understand how you can outsource it if you need to? Basic understanding of any tech platform is very important to make sure that you're confident when you're outsourcing it, or even if you want to make basic changes to it. So this is about your platform. Now, what about your content that goes on your platform? How do you ensure that the content that you create is appropriate for that platform? Or not just that, but you actually enjoy creating for that platform and using that platform. So ask yourself the question, what do you enjoy creating? If you enjoy creating video, then the platforms that you will be looking at will be video-based platforms, because you don't want to be committing to, like, for example, writing 24 blogs a year if you don't really enjoy writing. But if you enjoy making videos, I love making videos, so I use YouTube a lot and I use Facebook Lives a lot. So you would be looking at platforms that will support your video. And also, just as a final advice, don't worry so much about covering every sort of media and every sort of platform, because the value of your content is much more important than being everywhere. If you disperse yourself too much, you're diluting the value of your content. So my advice, as a final thing, choose a few platforms to be present on, but do them well. I hope you find this useful. I will be back here again at 6 p.m. tomorrow, and I will be talking about when you can't even tech, and that's the reason why you're not creating content. So I'll see you again at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Bye-bye.